The color red. Talk about that in a second. The color red. The color red. Red is my face. I'm a Frenchman. No idea what that was. Don't ask me to do that impression again, that was awful. The color red. The color red. Les Français. The color red. Red. Speaking like a French person today. Don't know what's going on. It's crazy. Right, okay. I'm not going to waste time today. I made a video earlier today, and I'm going through something fucking weird, psychology-wise, which is good, but a bit scary. I've jumped too far in my state and pushed it up. Hi, Patrick, mate. I've jumped too far in my state, for me. And, I'm starting to go into a realm of high spirituality, where I'm throwing out ideas in my brain 24/7, which I'm not sure are completely correct, but it's fine. It's a kind of like a good analogy. No offense, Fabian, if you're watching, but kind of like you, bro. Like, you know, sometimes we hit things that resonate with people, and sometimes we don't. I mean, Fabian's got a great mind, and I respect his path, but it's hard to know for true. It's hard to know for true what's true in what I'm thinking right now about the color red and the chakras and the light and the medicine. I mean, it does make sense to me, but my brain is going far out with this red thing, and I'm getting a little lost there. Not in a bad way, but people could dissociate and disagree with points now, where I've always been previously about sticking to things that I actually know, that, you know, we all agree on in the health community. Like fasting is good, like diet we might disagree, but I try and keep it. But this one's definitely not about that. This is about the colour red, and yeah, you might not engage with this one, but it's cool. This is just my opinion, so, you know, feel free to turn off or disagree with me. The colour red is probably, to my mind, the most important colour. I mean, I hate to do this. I hate to put it in a system of, I'm coming away from that idea of putting it in a system of like, what's number 1, 2, 3 most powerful. But sun is powerful, and red is the colour that is predominant in the sun, for one. For starters, red is the most popular colour, the most dominant colour in the sun, right? And I'll tell you why. Visible light is the colours of the rainbow, is the colours of the chakras. Again, not a coincidence. In order, the colours of the rainbow, the colours of the chakras, and the colours of the sun are all the fucking same, in the same order. But past visible light, we have some past at the top end of the spectrum. So we've got the blue is a very slow wave, and the visible light, and the rainbow, the purple blue, and the higher one is the red. Now past that point of visible light, we turn into the invisible, and that goes into the infrared, near infrared, mid infrared, far infrared. Those are red, colour red. They are far beyond the frequencies of visible light. Visible light goes up from 300 to 700 nanometers, and then from 700 to 1500. It's a fucking huge amount. There's invisible infrared light. Red, 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 red. And it, by the way, that infrared from the sun does things for your health that you can't fucking see, by the way. So we've got the visible red that does stuff for your health. Every colour the sun does, plus UVB, plus UVA. But we've also got the colours of the infrared, which are invisible, which works to heal the body. It's called red light therapy, but not just visible red light. You've got the invisibles. So that's how I know. Not only that, red light therapy is the most powerful, this is a fact, red light therapy is the most powerful colour therapy you can get out there. Out of all the colours, red light therapy is the most powerful. And what people are doing nowadays with those machines is combining visible red at the spectrum of 300 to 700 nanometers, I believe, but they're also combining red with near infrared and some mid to far infrared too. I think far, because mid doesn't have any benefits, according to science. But that's not true. Science just hasn't caught up on the benefits yet. There's too much to go. There's too much in red that has not been discovered yet. A lot has with red therapy, with near infrared. A lot has, but we still don't understand the mechanisms. There's a lot of shit about red that we don't understand. Now, let's connect that dot. So, the predominant colour of the sun, red. Near, far, medium, fucking red therapy. It's the best colour therapy to do, again, red. Red, 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 red. What happens in the sunset and the dawn, dusk, sunrises and sunsets, predominant colour of the sun at those points is red. Now, when it gets to the midday sun, it's not red. It dissipates, and the lower frequencies of the UVA, UVB, and blue are the most common colours. There's very little red in a midday sun, but the sunrise, the sunset, the predominant colours are red, near infrared, far infrared, and visible red. Those are predominant colours. Again, that's a sign, not a coincidence to me. You get one in day, you get one midday sun, and you get two a sunrise and a sunset red colour therapy sessions. That's how important. Another thing to connect the dots, very to me. We're doing 2 days in a row now, sunrise, sunset. I'm doing red therapy without paying money for a machine. Let me assure you, like I said at the beginning, my state and emotions have changed significantly. I've upgraded my health. Outside of eating good food, I'm not even eating good food. I've said this before. It's just the red light therapy. Instead of the machines, which do work, by the way, and I do recommend them for people, but also I'd rather go with nature, even in the UK under cloud cover. And I got up this morning at 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. Very excited to go and get my red light therapy, because it's not because I'm that disciplined. It's because it works. It fucking works. It fucking works. It's not just a little bit. It's not a subtle thing. It's a major, major thing. Again, the colour red. Let's go back to the chakras. What's the first chakra? The perineum. Chakra number 1. What colour is it? Oh, I know. It's fucking red. Huh. Oh, let's do another one. What's the colour of my blood that circulates around my body? Why is it oxygenated? Is that a coincidence? I don't fucking think so. I thought that too. Deoxygenated is blue? Psh, blue. The rise of the Kundalini, the end result. But the beginning of the Kundalini is the first chakra. Red. 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 Oceans of blue. Red is fucking... It's it. It's it. Red is it. I guarantee you. It's all about red. Now, okay, I said this in an earlier video. I'm going to repeat this information if you didn't see my first video. Think about the chakras and the colours, okay? Get this. Chakra number 1, red, perineum. Number 2, sexual organs, orange. Yellow, navel. Green, heart. Throat. Blue. Indigo. Now, the rainbow does the same colours, right? The sun, too, has different frequencies of visible light at different times of the day. So all frequencies of visible light are present in the sun at any one time. But I don't know if you guys know. You should know by now if you've been watching my stuff. Well, you should know anyway. If you don't, cool. We're going to learn something today. The sun, frequencies of visible light change moment to moment, second to second, hour to hour. Right? Sunrise, we've got predominant visible red. Lots of visible red. And midday, we've got lots of visible blue. And in between, as the sun goes from sunrise to midday, slowly the red dies out, the orange and yellow come up, the green comes up, until it gets to the high peak of mid-blue sun. The midday sun, which is highest with blue-purple, really. So the midday sun is highest in purple frequencies, not really blue, although we just call it blue because of the blue skies and stuff, but it's really purple. But anyway, see? Look at that. Think of what I just said there. So it's the red colour sun is highest in sunrise. That's chakra number 1. And as we go up, as the day progresses and the sun goes on, the yellow and the orange become more predominant than the green. Those are the chakras rising up. The Kundalini is rising with the sun. The Kundalini is rising with the sun every single fucking day. The Kundalini rises. The red sun turns to a predominantly orange sun, turns to a predominantly yellow sun, turns to a predominantly green sun. Doesn't look like that, does it? It's like the same colour, but that's not true. Science has proven the colours are changing. This is fact. Then the green sun, predominantly green, turns to a blue and then purple at the midday, at the highest point. Highest point, we got predominantly blue and purple. And then it goes back to the sunset. It goes from predominantly blue sun to a predominantly green sun to a predominantly, just like the chakras, the Kundalini has risen and exploded, and now it's on its way down, traversing back to red. Red is the predominant colour. That's why there's 2 of them, sunrise, sunset. You could say it's science, could say that's just nature, evolution. Nope, it's not an accident. Like I said, that's why near infrared, far infrared, there's a lot of light frequencies going on beyond visible light. By the way, you think that the medicine stops sunset, sunrise, as soon as the sun goes down, you think the medicine stops. Nope. I'm starting to think now I'm starting to experience that the near, far, and middle infrared carries on kind of like an hour at least, maybe even longer than an hour after the sun sets and sun rises. So before sunrise official time, the light starts to get, it's still dark, but you can see that it's getting up a little bit. There's the medicine, and it's red light. It's red, 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 red. Before the sunset, after the sunset, when you think, oh, the sun's gone down completely over the horizon, there's still light, isn't there? But it's kind of dark. That's red, 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 red. Red is the color. Red light therapy. When you start doing red light therapy, when you start doing sunrise, sunset, and doing them daily, even just your face, but especially if you do them nude or with more of your skin exposed as much as possible, and you experience the benefits, you know what I'm talking about, that red is the most important color. We already know this from the chakra system, that red, without survival, there would be no kundalini, there would be no fucking... Now I know. I used to think it was the fourth chakra, green and red, that were the most important. It wasn't the heart, I thought, because of the arms, like big extensions of the heart chakra. But now I know that's not true. If I'm going to judge, the most important is red. That is the colour. That is the one chakra that's most important. Also, another thing I'm thinking of, might be a bit wacky and out of the degree. In order to get the kundalini to rise, it seems like light would be the best way above diet and above any other health protocol, even fasting to me. I mean, they all work synergistically, but this is why the sun does that thing with the rising of the colours, like the chakras. It's meant to be that our kundalini is meant to start in the day and rise, and in the midday sun we're supposed to explode that kundalini. That's the ideal time. That's what I'm saying. That's the ideal time when people explode their kundalinis. They're out with the sun, probably butt nude in the tropics, and then boom, it just happens. I was going to say something else that's fucking weird that I had in my mind about that particular topic that I've completely lost. My mind's going too fucking wacky today. For me, anyway. This is probably normal for you guys, but I'm trying to figure out colours and importance. And red's the one. Red's the one for survival. Oh no, I don't remember what it says. I remember. So, another theory I've got. In order for the kundalini to rise, because I believe red's the most important from my own experiences and what I connect the dots with the rainbow, the chakras, and the sun, different frequencies. Now, in order for the kundalini to rise, I believe red's the most important. I think how to do it is you need an abundant amount of red, and each level of the chakras of the kundalini you rise, you need a little bit less. So, and I'll tell you why I think this. With blue and purple, this purple explosion being the least amount. So you need the most red, and from that base of the most red, you need quite a lot of orange, quite a lot of yellow, but less than orange, and a lot of green, but less than... Do you know what I mean? It goes up and up. So you need the most red light. You need that the most out of all of them, in my opinion. It's like the base of a pyramid. It's not a pyramid, the chakras and kundalini, but if you look at it, it's like the base of a pyramid, and you need the base to be huge of red light, and then a little bit less of orange light, but still a little bit less of yellow light, and then at the top, very little of the blue and purple, and it just explodes. To me, that's why red lights are fucking powerful, by the way. It fucking is. You can't disagree with me on that one. If you haven't experienced the sunset, sunrise with just your eyes, not even sun gazing. Oh, I'm not even talking about sun gazing. I'm not even talking about that. That's even more powerful to sunrise, sunset. I'm just talking about being out with a light, even on a cloud cover, and a sunrise, sunset. And don't expose anything apart from your face and eyes. Do that for 20 minutes and get back to me and tell me how your state has changed and shifted. Do that for 20 minutes and do it in the sunset without doing anything extra. No nudism, no fucking sun gazing because the clouds cover. Even on a cloud cover, do it and tell me it's not the most powerful thing. You will know when you start messing out with red. It is the most powerful colour, the most important, chakra number 1. You can't have high spiritual powers and these upper 3 chakras of the green and be spiritually fucking advanced if your base of ground and red is not predominant. If you haven't got red light in your system, you can't even be fucking healthy, in my opinion. Fruits will get you kind of far because they got colours in them, but the fruits are coloured light, but they're like second-hand coloured light. You need the red light from the sun. It's way more powerful in minute doses than getting like eating an orange, or just an orange colour chakra, or whatever, red tomato, whatever red colour shit we got. Food is great, but you won't unlock shit unless you get an abundant... Hear me now. You will not unlock fucking shit. You're making life harder if you want to unlock a kundalini. If you want to have these experiences of bliss, happiness, health, but kundalini experiences like chakra bursts, the easiest way, the most obvious fucking way, is red light therapy. It's the base. It's the fucking base. And guess what? You pay money for food, you don't even have to eat right, although you should. You hear what I'm saying? It's the fucking base. And by the way, I've not been eating right and still doing it, and eating lots, and I've been still having major benefits from the red light therapy. So in my mind, I fucking know for a fact two things that might upset people. This really will. Light is more important than diet. Diet is important. I'm getting better at that. I'm not perfect, but I'm telling you, light is more important than diet. That's number one. And I forgot number two. That was good. I was getting somewhere there, and I fucking forgot what the Damn it, I forgot what I was going to. Light is more important than diet, though. Trust me. Not just for Kundalini, for health and happiness. This red light is the focus. This is such a profound difference. I'm also looking for I don't like the word biohacking, but I guess what I'm doing is biohacking. Urine therapy, aged urine. You could look at it and all these things. Do you know what I mean? So aged urine, especially, people say, "Oh, it's a biohack." Well, if you want to change your state in the most profound way, let me assure you, fucking red light is where it's at. And you don't need to buy these expensive machines, although you can if you want to. The Juves, the red ruchers, definitely recommended. But better than that is the sunrise, sunset, even under fucking cloud cover. You just got to commit and have the time to get up every single day in the morning. And you haven't, you got to try and get to a place where you don't have a job while you're doing this eventually. Because this you could argue is a conspiracy as well. Think about it, like, they want you doing slave jobs and all that kind of shit, but they don't want you to be out with a sunrise or a sunset. They don't want you. And what I'm saying, I've said a lot of things in this, let me tell you, one of the most healthiest things you could ever do that's free. We know a lot of shit now, don't we? We know grounding, we know fasting, we know urine therapy, we know aged urine, we know distill, we know fruit eating. But, one of the most healthiest things you could ever fucking do for your health, in a major way, to upgrade it with such little time investment, is watching a sunset or a sunrise or both. Not even sun gazing, just watching it. Now, when you're watching it and committed to that time to one or the other, you can do extra things, like if the sun's out, you can go and sun gaze, even better. If you don't, cool. Another one that I utilise because it was cloudy this morning. It's going to be cloudy. I'm in the UK and it's cold, you know. I'm going to utilise the nudism one. So I've got my Kaniki shorts on. I'll hold my shirt up. I'll do something like that. Because I don't want to take my top off because it's fucking freezing, and then I have to put my top on. So I'm lazy a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm literally holding my stuff up. I'll show you exactly. I'll hold it up like this and get my chest out so my back's, you know what I mean? My neck might be a little bit, the clothes might stop the neck from, but at least my chest, my gut and my heart and my organs are getting that fucking light in the mornings. And I do that, and then of course if it gets too cold from doing this, sometimes it does, I'll just put it down. I don't actually put it down, but I just like the idea of putting it down instead of taking it off where I just have to fucking freeze for like 10-15 minutes. I just like the idea of holding it and knowing that I can take it down even though I don't. So I'm hardcore, but I'm not that hardcore. I really should just take it off, and but it's cold, man. It's fucking freezing. So yeah, and I'll take my trousers off when I got the shorts on. It is the hack, and sunset sunrise is God's fucking medicine called red light therapy. It is the base that God designed us. Creator designed it so that we could start the Kundalini rising, because God knew that it's the most important color, and without fucking abundant red light, not food, not fasting, red fucking light, without the red light from the sun, you can't be happy. You can. You can do lots of other shit, but why not this hack? Why not? This is it. God designed it for the red light in the morning, sunrise, sunset. And also, he or she or whatever they are, they designed it so that you can fucking look at it, and it looks beautiful too. It makes you feel good. I'll tell you now, I've only done it 2 days. I've had some profound experiences. Like, I started looking at it this morning, and I started becoming one with the colour of the colour, and it was cloudy. Just for seconds, I've had some really fucking weird experiences, high consciousness moments with the red light coming into my eyes and my skin. I was like one with nature for a second. I was like, holy shit, this colour is beautiful. Didn't last long. I don't need it to last long. It just spiked me. It really fucking spiked me, and I was like, whoa, now I can understand light on a fucking deep cellular level. Some weird shit's happening with that, and that's happening to me. I'm damaged human being. So imagine what happens if you guys do it. You're probably better off than me, in a better state, in a better mood. It will do a lot for you. Also, another thing I was thinking of, the Spartans. Actually, that red is interesting because I think it's important. It lights you up, gives you lots of energy. But I can understand why they call it the survival emotion, survival chakra, because I felt like fighty. I always feel energetic, and I wouldn't say compassionate. I would say like edgy, but in a good way. Like I want to be here. Like I'm a fighter and warrior. And how I relate that is, whilst I was doing it this morning and in the evening, I don't know if it's just me, but I felt like I was Spartan warrior. I felt like I was a Spartan, full on. I felt like I was a fucking Spartan. That's what the light did to me, the red light. And then I thought, okay, I literally felt like I was embodying the mannerisms of a Spartan warrior. And I was like, fucking hell, man, what's going on here? There's something crazy about this fucking red light, man. It's me. I'm never normally a Spartan warrior. Yeah, unless I'm having I don't know, just very fucking red. It's very weird. I'm trying to work out what's going on. I will report back, because there's something weirdly beautiful about this red light that it's doing to my body. I know we understand, but I think there's more to it than that. Or maybe it's opening up channels of fucking magic and mystery, of nature and compassion. Not compassion, I'd say, just fucking energy, man. Like, my mannerisms have changed too. Just for seconds, when I come back in the house from it, I'm like, whoa, where's this energy come from? But my mannerisms have changed. This is like the best version of me, like completely. I actually think that the red light machines definitely give you those benefits the same, but they also got EMFs to them, and also people overuse them, so you can't overdo it with the sun. So that's why I'm focused as well. It saves money, but I'm focused on the sun because you can't really overuse it. You can't overuse the sun, can you? Especially under cloud cover, you're not going to get too much red light under sun. Well, you can with these machines, and I like my bias. So, fuck me, I've talking way too fucking long. I apologise. I hope you've. I'm glad you stayed with me, and some of you, and enjoyed it. Yeah, red saunas definitely, Petra. Yeah. Yep, James, you're on it as well. Red. It's the colour red. It's the colour of the blood. It's the colour of life. Without the blood, you are fucking dead, aren't you? You need that red blood. You need that life blood. Survival. I think that's why Spartans wore the red vests. And think about the colour red in sports. They always seem to win games over blue, they say. I think that's very true as well. It's a very intimidating colour, but it's a survival. It's important. We want to be here. It's the key to removing depression, chakra number 1. So I think red... By the way, that's another point. In my mind, how to cure depression for somebody, we've got many things we can do with people that have got severe depression, suicide. Well, one of the great ones is, for my mind, get them to a position where they're watching a sunset or sunrise, even in a town where you can't actually see the fucking sun and there's too many houses in the way. I still recommend that they get that red light energy into their face, and it will stop the depression. And they'll be like, what the fuck's going on? Then you can explain the science of what red light therapy is. Because red seems to really remove depression. It definitely lights my brain up too. I'm talking faster than I normally am. The last 2 days I'm talking faster than I normally am. And I think it's, the science says that it might increase your BDNF levels, your brain-derived neurotropic factor, which also fasting does, especially dry fasting. But I'm not dry fasting longer than 24 hours now. I'm just doing intermittent dry fasting. So my brain shouldn't really be on fire, but it is because of the red lights. Because as soon as it hits the brain, red light... Sorry, I'm talking way too long, guys. Red light... is a long enough wavelength, unlike the other visible spectrums of light. The red light and also near infrared and far infrared, they're long enough to penetrate past the skull. So they go in, the light goes into the skull, and then kind of bounces off all of the brain. It's like total medicine for the brain and body, is what I'm saying, red light therapy. Whether that be visible red, near infrared, far infrared. It just bounces into every cell and cranny, which the others can't be said do. Don't. Some of the others are bad, they just got a different mission, but the red light's mission is to infuse itself into every cell of your body, and that's exactly what you do when you just don't even sun gaze, you just go out in the sunrise, as close to either side, before it's coming up or just after or during, and sunset. You infuse red light medicine into your entire being. Today I was standing in the garden, and I was thinking about the frequencies of light changing as I went out at varying times of the day, and it was so beautiful to imagine that for the first time. Appreciation of nature, appreciation of the sun, appreciation of the truth that I can't see the sun's frequencies, but I know they're having effects on me, and I know they exist. It was a very beautiful moment I had today. I look forward to my mastery of sunlight in the future, because I'm coming to a very deep appreciation of just what sun does at different times of day and what kind of medicine's going into me. I'm always thinking about that now when I'm doing it, because I'm receiving the benefits and I'm like, okay, now it's 2 o'clock, so it's more green than any other color, so that means it's going to activate my heart chakra. Oh, midday sun, cool. That means it's going to activate my purple, it's going to activate my pineal and decalcify. By the way, side tangent, I know I talked about red, I think red therapy does decalcify the pineal gland because the red gets into every part of the brain, but I think more, I've got a feeling that the blue-purple, just makes sense, the blue-purple colour of the midday sun is the one that decalcifies the pineal the most. And now blue and purple have the slowest wavelength, so they can't penetrate past the skin. They're very short, a bit like UVA and UVB. They don't go deep into the skin, but that's why we have the eyes, because the eyes allow that very short wavelength of blue-purple to go into the brain. And I think that midday sun without sun gazing is the fastest way. This is just a kooky theory I've got. I think it's true though. Midday sun without sun gazing, if you can't, whatever, is the quickest way to decalcify the pineal and to get medicine into the brain. But also midday sun gazing is the fastest way to decalcify the pineal. We know the sun decalcifies the pineal anyway, and I think red lights do in the sunrise and sunset, but I think more than that, the midday sun is the one that works the magic on the purple chakra, because that purple is the predominant colour. Makes sense, right? Makes fucking sense. The chakras make sense. It's not a lie. The chakra system is not a lie, in my opinion. There is 1 or 2 people on Facebook that I respect and want to support that have been telling me, or have been promoting themselves as saying it's a lie, the chakra system. It's all woo-woo. No, it's not. You've got to connect the dots with the sun and rainbows and your own healing, and you'll work that shit out. Red light therapy. It's not a lie at all. Yo, alright, I talked way too long. Fucking hell. Yeah, Spartan, mate. Good for you guys. You do red light therapy, you have loads of... I also think the Spartans, what they did was, in the morning, one of the secrets of the Spartans, maybe other Greeks did it as well. The reason why they were warriors, as well as their capabilities of fighting, is they got up at sunrise, sunset, and they did their the bare-chested in the sunrise with the red lights therapy, because that's what it makes you feel. That's what it made me feel, and I don't normally feel like that. I felt like a fucking warrior, like I was lit up. My energy was so fucking high. I felt like I could do anything. Very fucking strange. So I'm like 100% that these Spartans, they did that. They did that. Their whole fucking bare-chested every sunrise and every sunset. I'm sure lots of cultures did, lots of warriors, but you know. I'm gonna watch that one. I don't know if it's my bias because of my personality, or if that happens to everybody. So I'm always learning too. And maybe it's just I'm a man as well, and I've got this warrior thing. So maybe it's that as well. I don't know. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I don't, Tracy. I should do when I'm sun gazing. Really, should do affirmations, visualizations, or the other thing I sometimes do. Try to figure out in my head. Chanting, but yes. Okay, that's it. Right, thanks. Colour red. Let's light up our life with some red therapy. I want to encourage people to go and experience the benefits of sunrise and sunsets. They're very powerful medicine. Very powerful. Even under cloud cover, and even if the, even if you're not doing it, just your head exposed and your eyes, that's the most important. Now, if you did, at that point, take off your shirt, put on your short, get your legs, you'll experience more magic. It's so fucking obvious, why would you not want to? So push yourselves and, let's make it daily, man, as much as possible. This is it. This is the one I'm sticking to right now. That's just so incredible. It really is. It's so fucking incredible. Red light. That's why I made this video. It's the most important light color that's going to light up your chakra. And the only way to get the most red light in that nature designed it is with sunrise and sunset and light. That's it. It's the only way to get the most, because I told you earlier, you need that the most. You need a lot of fucking red compared to the others, with that being the least, purple, blue. But you need a fuckload of red. So therefore, that's it. It's not food, it's not fasting for that colour. It's literally the fucking sun. And literally under chemtrails too, and under cloud cover. With that being said, thank you very much, and thanks for watching.